Hi guys, welcome to another video. In this video we have the first picture of the RTX 4070 Ti, and it seems that AMD is already working on a refresh of RDNA 3. Let's talk about this right after the intro. Well guys, it seems that Nvidia is already planning to launch their next GPU, and it seems that this GPU will come out in January at the CES 2023, which makes absolutely sense because in this year we saw the launch of the RTX 3090 Ti, which was a card that we saw at CES. And the RTX 4070 Ti is a very interesting GPU because this card is going to use the die of the RTX 4080 12 gig that Nvidia canceled or launched, as they say it on their website. So it's very interesting to see that Nvidia is planning on launching another SKU with this kind of performance, which should be as fast as the RTX 3090, which is pretty good for a lot of people. So this card has the same exact specifications of the RTX 4080 12 gigs, which are 7888 CUDA cores and 240 tensor cores with 12 gigabytes of GDDR6X. And there's more information because this card is actually a very small die compared to Ampere generation. But how much Nvidia will charge for this GPU? Will they charge the same exact $900 that they're going to charge with the RTX 4080 12 gigs, or they will try to have a more competitive price such as $700 or even $600, and then later they would launch the RTX 4070 for $500, which will be pretty interesting. But it seems that Nvidia is trying to make as much money as possible this time around. They say that the wave costs are too much, and let's see what they're going to do. But it is very interesting. So this card is set to launch on January the 5th, and it should be announced at January at the Nvidia event at CES, which is going to be January the 3rd. So let's go to the next news. So it seems that AMD is already working on a refresh of RDNA 3, but they are going to do what we thought they were going to do, which is to use 3D V-Cache, the same technology that they are using on Zen 3D, which is the 5800X3D, which is a CPU that is outperforming even Zen 4 and Raptor Lake in a lot of benchmarks, or getting very close to that numbers. So it's very interesting to see that AMD seems to have plans to launch a GPU with the same technology. And what would that bring in terms of gains in performance for GPUs? It's something that we haven't seen before. I thought that a lot of people were skeptical about 3D cache on CPUs, but now we know that cache does actually make a huge difference when it comes to gaming, especially in CPUs. But with this transfer for GPUs, this is what we're going to see. So these GPUs are rumored to reach almost 3 gigahertz that we didn't saw with RDNA 3. A lot of people were expecting these cards to get a 3 gigahertz boost clock, but we didn't saw that. We actually saw humans that this card would get close to 4 gigahertz, which was absolutely the hype train that people were for the RDNA 3. And it seems that this time around Nvidia has the highest clocks in GPUs, but will AMD be able to bring their clocks up at 3D V-Cache, and hopefully will they be able to beat the RTX 4090 in performance? So it's very interesting to see this, but we don't expect these GPUs to be any cheaper because 3D V-Cache would probably increase the price of these GPUs quite a bit. So let's see what kind of game plan AMD is trying to do this generation. And it is interesting in terms of events because we didn't even get the RDNA 3 cards yet. They are going to launch on the 16th, so there are still some time around until we see the benchmarks of these RDNA 3 cards, and AMD seems to be working on a new refresh, which would be very fast. So this was the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and see you guys in the next one.